They're ready to go, locked in for game number 1 now.
Yep. Starting off with a couple of these fireballs, not wanting to take too many risks, knowing that if Ling gets his hands on you, it's going to be rough, especially if there's a turnip in hand. These combos, I mean, Ling has them, and Ling does not make a mistake, and that's a stitch. Oh, that's huge.
What the? Okay. Are you kidding me?
Tell me you got something.
I mean, this is Ling. Oh, but this is Luigi as well. But then the follow-up to immediately capitalize. Are you kidding me with the reset from Ling?
Beautiful. I love it. First you see the stitch and you think damage, and Ling says no, breaking the shield. But then such good awareness by Luugi. Well, not enough to lift that move. But, I mean, that down B from Luigi, there's intangibility on the very beginning, so knowing that you can get out of it, but then Ling countering, saying, look, I got something for it as well, I'll wait. And man, Ling looking great at the moment.
It's just the beginning part of just pulling a stage face. You already pulled out a winking face. All right, Ling.
Look, all I'm going to say is Ling is like, this is why Mario is saving Peach. All right?
Putting some sort of respect, gets the grab immediately from the ledge. And the golf club. Oh my goodness.
I don't think it's more disrespectful than that.
It's the hole-in-one to get that second stock here. Ling still holding all 3 stocks, but we know what Luigi can do.
We know, but you talked about this earlier. You don't have to worry about what your opponent does if they're never hitting you, okay? The best defense is a great offense, and Ling is displaying that right now perfectly.
Sabi to get right back to the ledge. They're playing around, even the plunger.
Oh, I love it. The spacing on that, going for the hit. If it connects, profit. If it misses, I'm punishing the down B afterwards. And just hitting straight through it with this back air. Man, Luugi, it's rough, but doesn't have to put himself on the board. Does get 1 conversion, gets that up B special. But you have a mountain to climb if you want to be able to take this game number 1 over Ling.
Especially when you're entirely down in a stock. You got to put EU on the map out here. Luugi trying to represent, trying to reset. Dash attack from Ling into the grab now instead, keeping Luugi off the ledge. The down air, though, going to be able to clip him before he gets the invincibility. And the fair to be the cherry on top. A quick first game for Ling. And again, don't forget, best of 3. This is not best of 5 just yet.
Well, if game number 2 goes like that, I don't know if we needed a game 3. But, I mean, just Ling, I don't know if you could have written up a better playbook than that. Just having an answer for everything. The down B special, I know it has lag, I know there's intangibility, I'm avoiding hitting you. The edge guarding, hey, Luigi's gonna recover with that side B. First, I'm gonna hit you with a smash attack. The next time you try to recover, I'm going to kind of clip the edge with the down air, rinse, repeat, and then knowing that there's a little bit of a startup on the side B out there already with a forward air, just beautifully done and executed well by Ling.
And they have decided to go to Hollow Bastion here too. We saw the strikes, FD, and Smashville. Did he just pull a Stitch Face off the rip again?
The last one was a lot of damage.
What the?
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
But he still was able to re-grab it.
Are you going to pick it up again? Nah, okay. Values of damage. That's not me, Ling. I would have said I need that turnip. I need that Stitch Face.
Nice strip back on the fair there. On the spacing, but Luugi's able to get that grab. High recovery off the side B into another grab now coming in from Ling. Very aggressive with the way that he's been able to play around Luugi's shield to then get the grab preemptively and then taking that first stock.
Yeah, it's looking like a cakewalk right now from Ling. You're holding your breath. You're hoping that Luugi can find an opening, make some magic happen. Do some of these Luigi Twitter combos that we see that everyone fears, but right now Ling is just saying, hey, keep it on Twitter because it's not happening to me.
Slap him up a little bit.
Okay, nice little damage. I like it. I feel like it was only a bruise, but you know.
We'll stall out. That's what you got to do sometimes when it comes to momentum. Very important in a case like this.
You're right. You know, if you can get a hit, you can take a stock. If you can take a stock, you can win a game. And right now, Luugi took a stock, and right now is going to try to take 2 more so he can indeed say I won the game.
Very doable at this point now. Is able to clip him just with the fireball briefly. Ling very aggressive in trying to force their way in here too, even with that fair.
And Luugi is making some adjustments, and things are starting to pan out well. Tries to go air-to-air right there, does lose out. I hate to say it, but that looked like the U.S. military. You're never winning that air battle. And Ling, though, is at 74%. Ling can lose the stock if he gets grabbed.
He's able to catch that turn up for now, but the second one hitting him right below. It's going to be very difficult claiming that second stock. Even if you try to juggle around these turnips, it can be very difficult to make your way back when you're covering from below that ledge.
Definitely the case. And Ling was well aware of that. If you're Ling right now, I wonder, do you speed it up? Do you slow it down? Ooh.
Oh, man. I mean, don't get grabbed. Don't get grabbed on that platform.
And Luugi, you know, a sigh of, not relief.
Even.
But just a sigh of, all right, I can possibly do this. Wait, hold up.
Oh my gosh.
Talk.
Off of the regrab 2 on the turnip. It's not going to be enough percent to close out the stock and the game. But that was absolutely insane. Luugi doing Luigi things.
Love to see it, and Luugi going to take it. No, the tornado, not enough. Okay, apparently that house is hurricane proof. Must live in Florida.
Hollow Bastion and doesn't have enough rage out here too. Beautiful. But then catches the landing with the up smash instead. It took those last 3 interactions while he was in the driver's seat to tie up this set.
And beautiful, beautiful to watch. Talk about being in the driver's seat. I'm glad that he got there eventually because Ling was definitely piloting it in a different direction. But, I mean, I don't want to say slowed it down. It's just, it felt like was a little more selective on the openings that he went for when trying to challenge Ling. We saw the air-to-air not work, and then all of a sudden, it seemed like more things clicked. You know, just, all right, maybe I should punish the landing specifically. Maybe I should go for an up smash, you know. That hat, huge hitbox coming in. Luigi has a big head, and it worked. Bigger than the shoes that Peach wears.
That's so true, actually, especially with those up smashes. All the Mario characters with their up smashes. Having that invincibility, going to be able to catch that landing out of shield too.
Yeah, and as you said, Vicky, I really think that the momentum shift, you were like, you know, look, it's just a little bit of momentum, and all of a sudden, we're talking about how we're on a game 3 that I don't think anyone saw coming if they watched game number 1.
Hollow Bastion also coming out in clutch in many ways. Even if it did prolong Ling just a little bit here, but going out to this game 3, Ling trying to be a bit more explosive. Didn't pull that stitch face that we saw back-to-back in games 1 and 2. Oh, but look at the way that Luugi is playing. Misses out, though. And now is going to get punished for it for now. But the reset on positioning from Ling, you see just holding back, pulling out these turnips instead.
Yeah.
Is willing to play this keep-away game and just exchanging the pace of the match.
Which is just something we haven't seen before. It was always, you know, Ling kind of dictating the pace, and this time saying, hey, let's do some turnips, let's slow it down, and maybe this is why I didn't want to get to that percentage. The taunt afterward, kind of bravo.
Hold on, right. I'm getting a little PTSD. We've seen this time and time again, though, Logic. The taunt to get body, we don't want to see any of that action, but it also shows that Luugi is absolutely feeling himself. Remember, repping the people out here, trying to make sure to keep EU on top with the way that the Supernova bracket has shaped up.
Yeah, trying to do it. We're going to see if it can indeed be done. Ling, though, I mean, hailing from Connecticut, I will put some respect on the name. Mr. Connecticut trying to advance a little bit further in that bracket. Trying to say, you know what, I can make what's quote-unquote an upset. I don't know if you know Ling if you would call it an upset, but that's what it is based on how they were seated. Drops that turnip, forces the neutral get up, now we get the punish, but the forwarder afterwards is enough to do it. Tied up on the stock count right now. Ling coming alive.
Getting that punish too off of that jump from ledge, something Ling is going to keep in mind. The fair, oh wow, that actually negated the pressure from the backer there too, because we also know that that backer could also go in for a cross up just in case. The plunger just doing just enough to prevent Ling from going in for that.
Definitely saying, you know what, in the toilet you go. All right, does take the turnip, which doesn't mean you don't have access to your fast attacks when you're Luigi and you have a turnip, and that's just something to be mindful of if you are Luugi.
Wow, called out the roll right there too. Was able to react with the nair originally. The golf club not going to land this time, but the grab definitely is.
Looking great. Now that we get that punish right there, Luugi finally getting those feet planted, finally getting a chance to play the game, but Ling is making it short-lived. You get this much space on the stage to play with, the rest is all mine.
These grabs have been absolutely insane here from Ling. Avoiding the plunger this time around, and the side B to catch him when he initially wanted to jump and go in for a fair instead.
The old reach I teach. Oh, missed that grab and trying to force it. You gotta imagine, you keep on doing it. Ling is gonna have a huge punish. You cannot be predictable against a player like this.
Oh, does get grabbed though, right out of the air from the flow into the backer. The bread and butter that we've seen so many times from Luigi.
Why'd you make me a liar? All right, the 6th time though, Ling is like, you're right, the 6th time. Now, winner's bracket on the line right now for both of these players. Luugi finding a huge opening, 86% means you're one grab away from securing victory.
The double side? All right.
Had to do it, because if he would have landed into a Luugi grab right there, would have lost.
Very scary too. Oh, but he gets scooped up by the Cyclone.
Oh,
Things stuck in the air. We saw what happened in that last game.
Trying to force it.
Oh, the spot dodge into the grab now, keeping Luugi off stage. Turn up in hand. Oh no! You can't recover off of that. You're Luigi. Ling capitalizing off of a bad position from Luugi. The comeback was almost possible, but cannot finish out for game number 3. Ling wins 2-1.
Wow. So close, down to the wire. And I hope it's in the replay. Luugi was just a little overzealous. You know, there was one point going for that down B that you didn't need to do, and then all of a sudden you get hit off stage and you never make it back.
That's why I always sit at the edge of my seat whenever we see a taunt go down on screen, okay? You gotta feel yourself. There's nothing wrong with feeling yourself, but in a moment like that, especially with the comeback potential that we know Ling and even Peach has.
Yeah. And using the character like Luigi, that recovery leaves a lot left to be desired. Great on stage, awful off stage, and that's just kind of